it's Libby B. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you guys with a video of my top 10 do's and don'ts of studying abroad. So I'm gonna get right into this video by first saying 5 do's and then going into the 5 don'ts. Do number 1. Once you know that you're about to study abroad, save your money and budget. Yeah, there are ways to get around having to pay out of pocket, but me personally, I'm paying a lot out of pocket. So that includes like transportation, like laundry and food. So yeah, studying abroad can be very expensive. Especially if you're going to a country where the US dollar is worth less. So here in London they use pounds, so 5 pounds in London is like $8 US. So it can be kind of costly studying abroad. Second do, connect with people who have been abroad in the country that you're staying in, or people who live in the country that you're studying abroad in. Because culture shock is real, you know, going abroad, especially if you're going abroad for the first time like me. It can, you know, I was kind of anxious, and like knowing that you have a support system, knowing, you know, like where you can eat, and getting information from people about how to use the transportation system is so great and helps that transition a little bit more. Third do, find some type of way to document your experiences, because I don't know about you guys, but my memory can be kind of iffy sometimes. Like, I don't necessarily remember what I did last week. So it's very important to me that I remember this experience for the rest of my life. It's important to me that I can, you know, 10 years from now, look back and have some type of recollection, you know, of what I did while I was abroad, because memories do sometimes fade. So me personally, I'm doing a vlog, but yeah, you can do a diary, so writing things down once you get home at night, or by simply like taking pictures and making some type of album. The fourth do is try new things and new experiences that you wouldn't be able to have back at home. Yeah, there are McDonald's almost everywhere, KFC's almost everywhere, Subway's almost everywhere, but you can have that at home. Try a food that you couldn't get back home, even like a chain restaurant that they don't have back home. So just, yeah, experience new things, go new places, and also try to step away from the tourist stuff sometimes. Like, actually try to live like you're a native in the country that you're studying in. Go to places that aren't necessarily like central, or in the big city. You know, go to maybe the countryside or little, you know, neighborhoods tucked away in little pockets of the place that you're studying. That's also very important. Number 5. Find cheap ways to travel, especially if you are studying abroad in a European country, because traveling from country to country is so cheap. You don't want to wait to the last minute and have to pay like $200 for a plane ticket, while there are plane tickets for as low as $40. So plan ahead, maybe set up a schedule, you know, think about where you want to go, why you want to go to these places, look for cheap Airbnbs, hostels, and free things to do while you are in these places. Now I'm going to get into the don'ts. First don't let money deter you from studying abroad. Like, yeah, I know studying abroad can be seen as scary because it costs a lot of money, right? But many schools do have programs that allow students to study abroad, financial support, scholarships. And I know for my university, the university actually pays the school that I'm studying at, and I just have to pay my like school back home for like the cost. So setting up an installment plan with your school can also be very helpful and allow you to study abroad. But also, you still need to save because you still want extra money to do extracurricular activities, go places, travel. You might need money for transportation and stuff like that. But when it comes to like room and board, so like different accommodations and your actual tuition, go to your school. Step into the study abroad office at your school and ask what can they do to help you and to cater to you. Second, don't. Document, like I said before, so you can have memories, but don't be so caught up in like trying to get a good pic or like trying to get a good shot or try to get a good clip for your video that you are not in the moment, right? I know I do vlogs, but shots for my vlogs are taken, right, and then I put my camera up, you know, like I want to be able to really take in the moment, smell, you know, like look around, experience, and just be in the moment. So yeah, keep a diary, take pictures, make your Snapchats, but don't be so pressed over documenting that you forget to be in the moment. Number 3, don't lose contact with the people back home. You have to go back home eventually. Like, study abroad doesn't last forever. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be forgotten. So I am still on social media. I know the time difference can be a lot sometimes, but you know, I take time on my day to call my sorority sisters from back home, call my close friends from back home, call my family members from back home. And doing this can also make you less homesick. I mean, I know that is a thing that a lot of people experience when they go abroad. I personally haven't yet, and that might be because I'm constantly talking to people back home when I can. So don't lose touch. Number 4, don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and meet new people, and even like ask people for help. There are going to be a lot of other students studying abroad at your university, and they're gonna be just as anxious and just as willing to make friends as you are, you know. And just because someone doesn't look like you, you know, doesn't mean that you can't cultivate a really fun and valuable relationship with someone. And it's always good to have people to travel with, you know, have someone that you can go get dinner with. It'll just make your abroad experience so much better, because being lonely is not fun. Not having anyone to do stuff with is not fun. So yeah. Number 5, don't forget that you are a student. You know, just because you're studying abroad, right, and you probably will have a lot more free time, because I do, you know, because you're not gonna be involved in like a lot of orgs, and you're not gonna have like a lot of meetings and stuff as you would at your home university. But still go to class, you know, travel, have fun, but still go to class, because some schools factor your grades that you get abroad into your overall GPA, so you don't want to regret anything or regret all the fun you had because your GPA drops or you get really bad grades when you are abroad. But yeah, that concludes my video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this, and just remember that for anyone who's interested in studying abroad, specifically if you go to my school, or if you're just, you know, trying to study abroad in a European country, and if you don't go to my school, you know, still reach out. I am a resource here, and I always love giving people ideas and recommendations about things that I have done here, and I love sharing my experience. So yeah, don't be afraid to reach out. Again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.